And a new segment here on Countdown to kick off this season. Unfortunately, it's a part of the game, injuries, and every week we're going to talk about different injuries, whether it's somebody on the Texas Tech football team or the Red Raiders' upcoming opponent, joined now by Dr. Stephen Flores from Covenant Medical Group. And this year, going into this season, Matt Wells has heard it a million times. Alan Bowman's heard it a million times. I've heard it a million times, even at the grocery store. How healthy is Alan Bowman going into this season? We know the lung injury that kept him out of about 5 games last year. Is that completely healed? Is that something that fans out there need to worry about?
The kind of injury that he had last year, the injury to his rib and his lung, it's actually a very rare injury in football, even as heavy contact as it is. Unfortunately, he just, I think, had some bad luck and had a repeat injury. But assuming that he's taken the time off now, he's been practicing, and I see no reason to expect additional injury.
One injury that the offensive line is dealing with right now, Terrence Steele, is a game-time decision for the contest against Montana State later today. We don't know the specifics of the injury other than it's an upper body injury. So that could be a number of things, but right. Let's just say if it is something like Jack Anderson was dealing with this offseason. He had a shoulder injury, he had surgery during the offseason. Typically, if Steele is dealing with something like a shoulder, how long does it take for somebody to recover from something like that?
Right, and you're exactly right. We don't know 100% what he's dealing with. With him being an offensive lineman, frequently we see labral type injuries because they're out blocking, getting shoved in the back. If it was a shoulder injury, that's one of the common ones I see in my clinic. And it depends. A lot of times some rest, sometimes there's some protective braces we can utilize to try to prevent recurrency. And then we just kind of start progressing them as tolerated. So again, not knowing 100%, but hopefully he's getting back and getting some reps in practice, and hopefully we'll see him out there on Saturday.
All right, Dr. Flores, we appreciate it. We look forward to talking to you all season long, hopefully about injuries on the other team, though.
Exactly. Thank you so much for having me.